Robert Louis Stevenson quotes you should know before you get old. I travel not to go anywhere, but to go. I travel for travel's sake. The great affair is to move. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. To be what we are, and to become what we are capable of becoming, is the only end of life. Absences are a good influence in love and keep it bright and delicate. There is a fellowship more quiet even than solitude, and which, rightly understood, is solitude made perfect. There is only one difference between a long life and a good dinner, that, in the dinner, the sweets come last. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your courage with others. We are all travelers in the wilderness of this world, and the best we can find in our travels is an honest friend. Keep your eyes open to your mercies. The man who forgets to be thankful has fallen asleep in life. Marriage is one long conversation, checkered by disputes. You think dogs will not be in heaven? I tell you, they will be there long before any of us. Everybody, soon or late, sits down to a banquet of consequences. Marriage is like life, it is a field of battle, not a bed of roses. Fiction is to the grown man what play is to the child, it is there that he changes the atmosphere and tenor of his life. I regard you with an indifference closely bordering on aversion. It is better to lose health like a spendthrift than to waste it like a miser. Man is a creature who lives not upon bread alone, but primarily by catchwords. Sooner or later everyone sits down to a banquet of consequences. The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. That man is a success who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much. The world is full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. That man is a success who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The difficulty of literature is not to write, but to write what you mean, not to affect your reader, but to affect him precisely as you wish. To be wholly devoted to some intellectual exercise is to have succeeded in life. If a man loves the labor of his trade, apart from any question of success or fame, the gods have called him. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. If your morals make you dreary, depend on it, they are wrong. We live in an ascending scale when we live happily, one thing leading to another in an endless series. We must accept life for what it actually is, a challenge to our quality without which we should never know of what stuff we are made, or grow to our full stature. When a torrent sweeps a man against a boulder, you must expect him to scream, and you need not be surprised if the scream is sometimes a theory. I am in the habit of looking not so much to the nature of a gift as to the spirit in which it is offered. The correction of silence is what kills, when you know you have transgressed, and your friend says nothing, and avoids your eye. You could read Kant by yourself, if you wanted, but you must share a joke with someone else. You can forgive people who do not follow you through a philosophical disquisition, but to find your wife laughing when you had tears in your eyes, or staring when you were in a fit of laughter, would go some way towards a dissolution of the marriage. Even if the doctor does not give you a year, even if he hesitates about a month, make one brave push and see what can be accomplished in a week. It is not likely that posterity will fall in love with us, but not impossible that it may respect or sympathize, so a man would rather leave behind him the portrait of his spirit than a portrait of his face. When it comes to my own turn to lay my weapons down, I shall do so with thankfulness and fatigue, and whatever be my destiny afterward, I shall be glad to lie down with my fathers in honor. It is human at least, if not divine. It is not so much for its beauty that the forest makes a claim upon men's hearts, as for that subtle something, that quality of air, that emanation from old trees, that so wonderfully changes and renews a weary spirit.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.